And then another reason why I stay to myself is because people will waste your time. That is a waste of time. And that's why I really don't talk to people. A lot of people have empty conversations. Empty conversations. Like going nowhere in life type of conversations. And it's the same thing. It's cyclical every day, all the time. Just empty conversations, empty gossiping, nothing of value. You ain't putting me up on game. You ain't kicking no knowledge. You ain't helping me change my life. You ain't helping me get no money. You just gossip.
The visual.
Peace and blessings. I just wanted to welcome everybody back to my channel. And just kind of talk about why I myself, I am a loner and I enjoy being a loner. Just recently today, my mom was like, you got to get out, you got to do things, you got to do this and you got to do that. And I just had to really tell her, like, you can't tell me what to do with my money. And most importantly, you can't tell me what to do with my time. If I don't feel like that's important, then I'm not going to do it. Like, I enjoy the things that I do by myself. Like, I make music. That's my creative zone. I like doing that by myself, right? I write. I make film. Now, film you have to make with other people, but I thoroughly enjoy that. It's just certain, like, I work out by I don't have a workout partner. Like, I like doing it by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you don't always have to be around people. She's a social butterfly. I'm not. I'm introverted. And so she gets upset when I don't want to do the things she does or just do stuff. And I'm like, I'm not that person. That's not me. You know what I mean? And she doesn't understand that. But I feel like I get a lot done when I'm by myself. And also, I'm really big on energy. Like, I don't just talk to people to talk to people. I don't hang around people to hang around people. If it don't feel right, I ain't doing it. I'm cool with being by myself. A lot of people cannot sit with themselves. And a lot of people do not want to hear their own thoughts. Me, on the other hand, I crack myself up because I laugh at my own jokes that I make in my head. Somebody say it's crazy, but me being a writer, those are things that you kind of have to have those conversations with yourself. Like, you got to play every character that you write. You got to be in their head, in their mind, things like that. I'm just saying that to say, like, being a loner isn't bad. It isn't bad. Don't feel bad if you don't hang out with people. If you're like, damn, I don't have that many friends. You don't need that many friends. I'd rather have my creative talents and my creative abilities as opposed to having friends. It sounds like you're out of touch with humanity or what have you, but it just is what it is. Like, some people can't even feel their own energy, and you feel it before they know that they're giving out that type of. And like, sometimes I want to say that I hate people, but hate is a strong word. I don't hate people. I just prefer my own energy and my own vibe and my own comfort zone. I don't like being around a lot of people. There are people out there that are like social butterflies and they like being around people, and I mean, do you, but like, don't feel like you are peer pressured into having to hang out with people you don't want to hang. You gotta go out and you gotta meet people. That's what my mom said. You gotta, and it's true for certain things. You know, if you gotta meet people, you gotta get out there. If you wanna meet people, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I just like my presence. I like who I am, like who I'm becoming, like how I'm finding myself. And sometimes you can't do that with people around. Like, you gotta detach from certain colleagues and friends and old things. Like, I haven't had a drink in a year, alcoholic beverage, you know, and it's just something like me more so tuning in with myself and tapping in with my body. I'm like, my body don't really like alcohol. My body doesn't respond well the next day, and it's not like I was hungover or anything like that. It just doesn't. And it doesn't do anything for me. Like, I feel like crap while I'm drinking too. Like, you feel like you go from here to here. Like, it brings your brings your vibration down, and it just feels weird now. Not saying I'll never have a glass of wine or anything or shot again, but like right now, it's not serving me any purpose. I'm not getting anywhere with it. Yeah, but that's something that I found out along the way, literally by myself, figuring out what I like, who I want to be around. Do I want to be around people that drink all the time or smoke and party? And like, I'm not a party person. Like, I will be in the bed by like 8 o'clock. Literally in the bed by 8 o'clock. It's birds still chirping at 7:30. You know what I'm saying? Because if I can get up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and you go for a walk or do some yoga or something like that, then I'm cool with that. And that means you can't hang out with these people all night, or you can't drink with them all night, or you know you're gonna be by yourself most of the time, because those are what some people like to do. Or you just find you some better friends, right? But that takes time for you spending by yourself. I hope I said that right. Like, you have to spend time by yourself to know what you want, right? And like I said, I'm introverted, but I'm spending even more and more time by myself, right? And even me jumping on camera is like a whole different world for me, literally. And it's just as I get older, it's like, man, like you care less about what people have to say. Yeah, I don't care what you have to say. I literally don't care what you have to say. And a lot of people have opinions, but you're entitled to your opinion. You can't tell me nothing about me, because I know me. You don't know me. But when you sit by yourself and you figure out who you are, and you get to know who you are, then you get to that point where I don't really care what you gotta say. And then another reason why I stay to myself is because people will waste your time. Just empty conversations, empty gossiping, nothing of value. You ain't putting me up on game. You ain't kicking no knowledge. You ain't helping me change my life. You ain't helping me get no money. You just gossip. That is a waste of time. And that's why I really don't talk to people. A lot of people have empty conversations. Empty conversations. Like going nowhere in life type of conversations. I don't want to say I don't have time for people, but I literally do not have time for people. Especially if people are going to waste your time. Because people will waste your time if you let them. And so I just stay to myself, because I don't want my time wasted. I don't want to be drained with negative energy, because people are energy vampires. And they don't even know it. Some people just walking around with a cloud on their head. Something always wrong. Something is always wrong. Life ain't never good. You don't have no good problems. You always got bad problems. You ain't got no good news. You always got bad news. Something is always wrong. And they are so accustomed to feeling like they at the bottom or just being down there, that's all they know. Like, I heard this one rapper say, you know, misery loves company, but you know how effed you are if your company loves misery. And his name is Rain 910. You gotta check him out, man. He dope. I was like, damn, some people do like being miserable. Spend time with yourself. Be alone for a while. Get out of them bad relationships. Friendships are relationships as well. And separate yourself from people that are not, if you're not getting anything out of certain relationships. Like, don't be that person to give, and you don't take care of yourself mentally and physically and spiritually. Control your thoughts and emotions, and figure out what you like, and spend time with yourself. And spending time alone is like spending time with God. Like, you know what I mean? You get to hear and get information, download information, and get thoughts like, boom, them light bulb thoughts. That's God talking. That's God talking. That's the Most High talking. That's the universe trying to, like, yo, come on, man. Let me holler at you. Sometimes when you go through that purge and you go through that cleanse, you got to do it by yourself. And you have to learn how to become a loner at times. Don't think it's weird, or, you know, when you find yourself not wanting to be in crowds and not wanting to be around people, that's your spirit telling you that you, like, either we need to level up, or we gotta do some work, some spiritual work, or some shadow work. And usually when you do that, you level up. It's just a level up. You're going up here, and then you're gonna hear people say, "Damn, you changed. You don't hang out with us." No, I'm a loner now. And I'm proud to be. You're not gonna mind being by yourself, because you're gonna see how you're growing. And then you're gonna start attracting the people that you need to attract that's going to help you get to that next level. And, you know, self-image is one, like, stuff. Where do you see yourself? And how do you see yourself now? That's important. But in the meantime, and in between time, peace and love, yeah.